Top 5 Phenomenal Old West Outlaws. Well, aside from Jesse James, Billy the Kid, and Johnny Ringo, there were more desperados who notoriously roamed the west of Mississippi. While on the run from the biggest manhunt, getting on the most wanted list made them phenomenal. But that's not all. And at the end of this video, you will discover a shocking incident that happened to Rube Burrow, making him one of the most infamous outlaws even after his death. So without further ado, here's the first story on our list. Bill Doolin. Did you know that Doolin was allegedly there during the Dalton gang's failed robbery in Coffeyville? Many speculated that aside from Emmett Dalton, the sixth member in charge of their horses escaped alive. If it's not Doolin, he was still quite infamous for founding the Wild Bunch and was known to have escaped several shootouts alive. It wasn't until his luck ran out as he got blasted to smithereens by Heck Thomas's shotgun round. Bob Dalton. Speaking of the Dalton gang, we've got one of the unlucky brothers. He started off as a lawman, then later turned into horse thieving to fund his drinking and gambling. But he wants more easy money, so he coerced his other brothers. Why not rob a train? Though being dissuaded, the Dalton gang just entered the train heist scene. They soon became famous for successful train robberies, especially his brother Bill, who has beef with train barons. It's just that they miscalculated during their last attempt in Coffeyville, got ambushed, and faced a miserable death. Soapy Smith. We've got an infamous outlaw who established a network of con artists, like an Old West version of an organized crime syndicate. Smith would be known for his soap scam, which let him rake huge heaps of money, and his greed was no bounds, as during his last scam, which, if in the case he had succeeded, he would take home $80,000 worth of gold. Sadly, he didn't, and he instead got killed by a bullet to his heart. Henry Brown. He was a friend of Billy the Kid, a proud member of the Regulators as well. But he didn't remain as an outlaw for long and soon took the career of being a lawman. His colleagues described him as a modest person who didn't drink or smoke and an avid churchgoer. But behind all that, Brown had a secret. So not everyone knew that he lived his life as both lawman and outlaw. And he often asks for leave when doing a crime with his cohorts. Suddenly, they found themselves locked in the vault of the bank they tried to rob. Yes, after getting arrested, he escaped, but the law found him soon, and he got killed in a shootout. Rube Burrow. Well, many said that after Jesse James' death, perhaps one of the people who could be as famous was Burrow. But it's way more during his death. Before that, he and his group had made names in looting trains, and of course they were on the wanted list as well, as they got hundreds of people looking for them. Soon he got caught, yet he, again, managed to escape. It was then that he became the target. Eventually, after getting killed, his body was sent via train, and that's when the hype comes. As thousands were waiting, people snatched buttons, cut hair from his head, and even stole his boots. You've discovered an amazing story about Old West outlaws. Click this and discover the untold truth behind the real killer of Johnny Ringo.